And we're back, everybody, with the Tangent Podcast Drunken News. I've appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Here I am.
There he is.
So
Yeah, you did.
Brian's not here to read our news for us, so it looks like Steve back there is maestro tonight, huh? Steve?
True.
Yeah?
Steve's been holding it down.
Holding it down?
I'm doing my best
Well, you-
with what I have to work with.
Hey, good luck.
Not
Steve.
much.
Yeah.
You got to
I've
plan
heard
in
that so
two
many
empty
times.
chairs.
It's tough. It's tough
Tough
life
out
out
there.
here.
So our first news story is Batman, the Telltale series, receives 22 gigabytes of patches in 4 days. So this comes from a Reddit user by the name of Jaffa Cake Lover. And he goes,
The internet.
August 9th, August 9th, the first season of Batman, the Telltale series, received 12.9 gigabytes of updates on the PC, the equivalent of re-downloading all of 5 episodes from scratch. 4 days later, on August 12th, a 9.1 gigabyte patch was released. Neither of these updates came with patch notes.
So no one knows what they're fixing?
No. Random gigs.
Pretty much. Also, as an addendum, some users have reported that their save games have been deleted. Others pointed out that the directory for their saves have been changed from the Telltale Games /Batman to Telltale Games /Batman, the Telltale series. So moving saves should restore them.
Interesting.
I'm fascinated.
But yeah, it seems like 22 gigs of
a lot.
patches in 4 days.
Got 8 terabytes.
22
What
gigs?
The fuck do we need?
Yeah.
It's a lot of gigs for a Telltale's game.
Well,
I mean, I think
they said
Overwatch is like 20 gigs. Like the
Overwatch
whole
is-
game.
Right.
It's more than that.
Oh,
Well,
there's patches for that
47.
now.
Think
I
about
think it
how
might
many
be
patches
30.
and think about how many characters and maps and everything they've introduced.
Well, I think it's still like only 30.
No, it's
Feel
40,
like-
it's 47.
I would think it would be closer to 50.
Yeah, it's like 47.47.
It's like way down on my list of my games. I have them categorized by their
Well,
space.
you also have it on console. It might be
Compared to Fallout, though.
I mean, actually,
Maybe.
it didn't.
PTR.
I'll be on. Oh no, it's on the PC. So these are all updates for the PC. It'd be interesting to see what the console version received in patches. For sure.
These
But
games
like-
always
but
chug
maybe
along,
not.
right? Isn't that what Brian said? And there's like usually some
yeah, there's
issues
a lot
with
of
them.
glitches. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it's because they're fucking
Brian?
not even games.
Yeah.
They
They seem like shit to me, but that's just not my cup of tea.
they're text adventures.
Brian loves the shit
Yeah,
out of them.
he
I mean,
does.
he's probably stoked on this. He probably sent that in.
There's no way he downloaded. He isn't.
I think actually I sent it in.
Yeah.
Appreciate
It's
it.
a Reddit story. But
For Brian-
Tina's
for Brian
a fan of the
this
games.
week.
I know that. His Brian's fiance.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
they like
make
to
sure-
play them together.
They like to play them
brag.
together. These text adventures.
Did she
I
see
don't
the
know.
Afro Brian?
22 gigs is a lot.
Well, they said
Quite a
the original game itself was only like 12.
No.
So
It says, well, right. The first patch for this first season
So it's 32
is
gigs.
the equivalent of the first game.
that's what I
But
did the
overall-
math.
And that's
Right, but I'm saying,
That's what I came up with.
22
so this
gigs.
is more than
oh, yeah.
The
It's
original
almost double.
thrown out there. It's math.
It's basic math.
it's blasphemy, is what it is.
Oh,
Are
that's
you really that upset about it? You
Well,
I
Sure.
am. I'm pretty upset.
Really? With
Yeah.
you and your PC that
You didn't
have
even
this
play it.
downloaded on?
Yeah, I have it downloaded on my PC and I've played it vigorously.
He does not have this kind of space.
Yeah, I don't have. I got 20 gigs laying around. Please, I barely got enough room for all my teraflops. All right, I don't got enough for
Flop
this.
this shit.
Yeah,
well, I'm sure you have one thing that's a flop. But moving on, Japan.
what he's doing there.
My Nintendo Store accepting pre-orders for Nintendo Switch from August 22nd. So this comes from nintendosoup.com from Iggy. It's from August 12th. And it's so the Nintendo of Japan online store is allowing people to customize their Nintendo Switch orders, which basically means you can decide what like controllers you want.
Left Joy-Con
Do you,
you want?
well,
Can
what
it
color?
GameCube
What
scan?
color do you want them? Do you want
Yellow and then green.
you know yellow, yellow blue, yellow red, blue
have
red,
to
blue
be-
red, green?
The full spectrum, or they only give you the limited color wheel?
As far as I understand, it's
full
whatever's
spectrum.
been announced, released, blah blah blah. You can decide. I want that.
Okay,
You can
so it's
pre-
not just
can
like you pick your own color and they have to just, it has to be a pre-existing color that's already out there and they'll just match
right.
it for you.
Yes, you
Okay.
cannot make a. It's not a custom
custom.
color. It's a custom of
Orange
the
spot.
You get to
already
choose. If
existing.
it's out there, you can
I
just
mean,
get
let's
it.
be
Right.
serious. What colors are you guys seeing?
Me and Steve, we're all fucked
Yeah,
up. I
we're
just see
all
purple
gray.
constantly. Just
Yeah,
get
you guys
rid of
just need to
it.
get the fucking
The purple,
gray
yeah.
Joy-Cons, and you'll
Well,
think
I wouldn't
that.
mind-
I think it's red.
The purple one would be cool if it looked like the GameCube
Right.
purple.
It was this GameCube purple.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, this is some groundbreaking stuff. I like this.
Well, so prior to this arrangement, Nintendo Switch units have been sold on a first come first served basis, barely lasting a couple of minutes whenever restock takes place. So with this new arrangement, the customers will be able to place orders for the Nintendo Switch at any point in time without worrying about it going out of stock. The only downside to this is there's a month-long wait before the Switch reaches
I've heard this
that
game
person's
before.
doorstep.
And then it's just a wait for that.
So Nintendo has promised that all pre-orders made on August 22nd will be shipped on October 1st. Any pre-orders made after the 22nd will be shipped from October onwards. Customers will not be able to change or cancel any part of their pre-order once it has been made. So I mean,
Can we get this in North America?
No, it's
Or is
I
this
mean,
only
just
for the
saying
Japanese
this is
ones?
Japan, North America. I don't know.
still waiting for that.
Come on,
vote.
Reggie.
I don't know if they're
yeah,
actually.
we're just gonna-
For our
North
Japan
America,
listeners, this is very important.
well, in North America, I don't think the demand is quite as high. In Japan, it's just you can't get them.
Really?
Period. It's like you're waiting in line. You know, it's a fucking struggle.
Every day is.
Because I mean, they got switches out here, right? I feel like I see them.
yeah, I feel like if you know they're coming in, you just go
And you probably get them
and you
that
know
first
when
day.
they're coming. Like, say
Best Buy's
fucking Best
like
Buy's getting them
Tuesdays.
in. You just go and you could probably get one. Whereas in Japan, it's like a switch. So I
It's
don't
like Black Friday all over again.
know. Yeah, pretty
every
much.
day.
Yeah.
Every day is Black Friday in Japan.
So the goal is don't be Japanese. Next story.
interesting
Sci-fi
goal.
action RPG
Success.
Song
Check
Bringer
that off.
comes to PS4 September 5th. So
Who sent this in, Anthony? Was that
No,
you?
that wasn't me.
Really?
might have been Brian. I don't know. So Songbringer is the sword swinging, weapon throwing, orb blinking brainchild of one man development studio Wizard Fu.
That was a
interested.
mouthful,
Yeah,
dude.
Hey.
now I'm
We're tickled pink and purple. Not that me and Justin can see it.
Yeah, we have
to
no idea.
announce that the pixel art sci-fi action RPG is coming to PlayStation 4 September 5th of 2017. This comes from actually the PlayStation blog. So Songbringer is a handcrafted sci-fi love letter to old school action RPGs, focusing on exploration, combat, dungeons, secrets, and badass boss fights. And hallucinogenic
Oh, here we go. You catching me? You're railing me in.
Katai, Cacti,
Katai.
Katai.
What is that?
Don't know
Is that
what
a word?
that
You're
is.
just Going for
You
it.
don't know what that means?
Do
guess
you
not.
know what
You've
that
never
means?
had Katai before?
It's a
He's
hallucinogenic
making
fish.
shit up.
Yeah.
He's
So
making
that-
shit up.
And boomerang hats and robot sidekicks. Did we mention the boomerang hat? We're pretty excited about the boomerang hat. So I mean,
Is this already exist on another console somewhere, or is it coming out only for PlayStation? This is the first, like, is it already on PC or something like that? It's misleading.
Actually feel when I think I actually submitted this story because
Told you.
I think we played it at PAX.
No. Songbringer?
I feel like we did.
I'll have to give it a
Look,
Google.
it's like a pixel art. It's a pixel. I feel like we fucking.
Your memory's been pretty foggy tonight, Steve.
My memory's been foggy for a long time. So this game has
constantly- it's
awesome
constantly
features,
been-
including, but not limited to, real-time combat with 7 kinds of weapons, including the nano sword, boomerang-like top hat, bombs, blink orb, a ghost projectile, lighter, and kilo bombs. Hundreds of the unique items and power-ups. Item crafting, for example, ghost sword plus lightning cube, which equals lightning sword. Hidden items, secret entrances,
I
secret
don't remember
pathways.
this.
Bombable walls, online leaderboards for the top players based on completion time, percentage of map uncovered, and percentage of items found. Roguelike, permadeath mode. So grab your top hat, brush off your nano sword, and get ready for September 5th.
I'm excited.
It's like Titan Souls mixed. What's the other game we played at PAX? That RPG one that you
I
liked?
think
The
I feel
Mages
like it
of
was at PAX.
Mysteria.
Yeah.
I feel like it was
I
at
did.
PAX.
I don't remember seeing that. I mean, it's they're
you
really
look up
excited
the
about the
photos?
boomerang hat. I did.
We did. Yeah.
No, it
did.
doesn't ring a bell.
Does not.
I
It
feel
looks
like I was
good.
with you when I saw it, so maybe not.
Maybe not.
Don't know. What I do know
So
What's his deal?
Captain
Is he
Coke.
that's not maybe not
At PAX, he probably was.
is Blizzard brings back Battlenet name.
That's the big news. That's what I was wondering. When is that coming back?
So in 2016, I guess this year, right?
Yeah.
Current year.
Time stops.
Yeah. Blizzard rebranded Battle.net, but it is now rebranding its online service once again. So, Blizzard had tried changing its service's name to just Blizzard.
It's bold strategy.
Bold strategy. Let's see if it
Pays off.
pays off.
It didn't.
But
switched.
Blizzard is now deciding to keep the Battle.net name and
.net.
combine it to make Blizzard Battle.net. It's really all there is to the story.
So instead of
That's-
Battlenet,
Rebranding the name
confuse
back to
people
what it
even
was
more.
originally.
I know how
named.
much
I
you
think
loved.
everybody was just kind of like, what
fuck?
the and when we talked about it last year when it happened, it was like,
What the hell are you doing?
Leave
It
it.
was very weird.
yeah, it was just like, why? You
Yeah,
know,
what
it's
would
such
you
a
do?
like notorious.
Everybody, exactly, ubiquitous. Everybody knew what Battlenet was.
Yeah.
It's got Diablo. It's got StarCraft.
It's got it all.
It's got
I'll take 'em in a
Overwatch
Blizzard.
now.
It's got it all. Yep.
Destiny.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
It's the trifecta.
But
So, well, good for them.
They did it.
They take the feedback. So it makes them a thriving juggernaut of a company. You know, not
Thriving.
not
Is it,
dwindling
Not dwindling at all.
at all. In the least, it's growing.
Is it
One of the
though?
fastest growing
Has it dwindled? I don't think so.
developing companies? Huh?
I don't think it's dwindled.
No, not at all.
No.
Not even in the least
I don't see a
bit.
speck of dwindle.
No dwindles here.
Nothing.
Nothing, not at all.
Steve?
You see a spec? It might be. You got something in your eye, I think.
Hey.
Hey,
Could be
but
Blizzard.net.
Pokemon developer says Ruby Sapphire were the hardest Pokemon games to make.
Makes sense.
So,
Did you even know
I'm
why?
gonna skip over all the
No,
bullshit.
I think so.
and so they tell us part of the reason Ruby and Sapphire were a problem for Game Freak was due to the Game Boy Advanced hardware, which is more powerful than what developers were accustomed to. You're petting Sonic.
No,
Dude,
he's
it's sick.
like fucking around with his tail, man. He's gonna break it or some shit, and then Justin's gonna get smacked real quick.
So with Ruby, so the developer
Spill the
goes, in quote, with Ruby and Sapphire, the screen got a little longer. It was a little different aspect ratio, and it had a lot more colors and sound channels. So the tech was improved dramatically. Masada said. It allowed us to do a lot more and gave us more freedom, but at the same time, it made it take a lot longer to do things that were more resource intensive. The biggest challenge, according to Musada, was following the success of the series' first full sequels, Pokemon Gold and Silver, which arrived during the crest of Pokemon phenomenon. Following their release, however, many felt the series had run its course.
Psych.
In quotes, after Gold and Silver came out, it was a huge hit around the world, but shortly after, everyone was saying, that's it. The Pokemon fad was over. It's dead. At the time, the atmosphere and general thinking was that Pokemon fad was over, and there was a huge pressure to prove people wrong.
Nailed it.
So it's interesting.
Well, as we can tell now, the Pokemon is still huge. So they were
Sun and
wrong.
Moon.
Yeah. I don't think I remember really playing these ones.
Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah.
They've been 2003. I think spring, when they came out.
Yeah, quoted.
I don't know.
It's very precise.
I remember it.
Yeah, he remembers it vividly.
Remember that, but you don't remember when Halo 3 came out, Steve?
I don't.
Halo 2 is the best.
Yeah,
game in
it's
the
all
series.
the
Just fall back.
That's all you need.
It's all Halo 2. I mean, I don't even know what you're talking about. Don't even bring it to me unless it's Halo 2.
I don't know. I don't feel like Ruby and Sapphire actually changed that much. It got like graphically it got. I mean, a slightly more detailed, but it was still like you wouldn't
Still pretty
notice
crappy.
much from Gold and Silver. I mean, especially the battles. It was still the 2D battle scene, maybe slightly more detailed. I don't really feel like that much.
more the-
I think.
When
I
did they
remember-
start doing the 3D battles? Was that like on the N64? Like when they
Like-
had the battle domes and all that shit? What was that game?
It
It was
must have
Pokemon
been the
Stadium?
3DS games.
Yeah, but
I thought it was Stadium first, and
Oh,
then
you're talking about like full 3D?
Well, yeah, like I'm saying, they always had that shitty blockiness. Then they did the Pokemon Stadium. Then I feel like the DS, they started to the graphics started to go way up.
They did. I remember complaining about the Ruby and Sapphire games because the text speed was slower, so it took you forever to
It's the worst.
do any fucking thing in that game.
No one close to the Sun and Moon though.
Well, but then you got the remasters of
Talking in Sun and Moon.
Omega
right.
Ruby and Sapphire.
Ruby and Sapphire, and those were fucking not Ruby and Sapphire, red and
Fire Red. Yeah,
blue and green, blue and
Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Fire Red, Leaf Green. We got in America,
Yeah.
and like that was a breath of fresh air. I think those are the pinnacle of that. If you want to go pinnacle of 2D,
Those
it's
are the
those
shit.
remasters. Fire Red,
so.
Leaf Green on
I got my
Game Boy
little
Advance.
Hack or whatever, the bootleg one.
version
Right.
of it.
Sick.
They got ripped off. from
Without
that guy.
question, because it's like text speed's
Awesome
quick,
ripoff.
graphics are like Ruby and Sapphire. I think they're just probably
Spot
the best
on.
games of that series.
Dead
I mean,
nuts.
I know you liked what was the 3DS one you bought?
Diamond and Pearl.
Okay.
No, the 3DS.
Oh,
That was Sun and
Sun and
Moon.
Moon.
Sun and Moon.
They were
Was that-
good,
you
besides
were
the
very-
text.
You were very well because they also had the original.
They had a lot of the original 150 in there.
Yeah, and
that's
that
the bread and butter.
does a lot for us. It'd be interesting to talk to somebody who never grew up with
Yeah. And they're
like
just jumping
the original,
into
and
it.
they're just
150.
jumping in.
They got fucking Trubbishes all over the place.
black and white.
I'll never fucking forget that Trubbish.
Trubbish.
Yeah.
What about the ice cream cone? Yeah.
Chandelier. Keys.
So I think my last story, I know we might have another one, is Crackdown 3 delayed to 2018.
I'm hearing this today for the first time.
You
This
just-
is sad.
Everything's
Is it sad?
It is. I fucking was excited for this game. I love Crackdown.
So Microsoft is delaying the release of Crackdown 3 from November 7th of this year, 27,
Which was coming in hot.
2017, but maybe 2016, we don't know,
Yeah, who knows?
to spring of 2018.
Terrible.
So
Terrible.
this comes from Polygon. It's delaying the Xbox One and PC game to give development teams Regan Games, Sumo Digital, and there's fucking 3 developers. Cloud9 extra time to ensure a quality experience.
Interesting.
Do you think this has
Because when did they
anything to-
show this?
I mean, they showed it way
3
back
years
last
ago?
year.
Feels like a decade.
Well, it was
Well, I mean, do you think-
originally announced at E3 2014,
Holy
and was at one
shit.
point targeting a release in the second half of 2016. But it's clear.
But here we are.
Yeah,
4
here we
years.
are.
In
Yeah.
the
Do you think
midst
this has
of
anything to
those.
do with the Xbox One X
So
and trying to make it like ready for that now?
good point, because there's a quote here from one of the developer.
From a
There's
guy.
a quote saying Crackdown 3 is an incredibly ambitious project that pushes the technological envelope with immersive, true 4K gameplay, cloud computing, competitive multiplayer, and a sprawling and futuristic open world. So it seems like with 4K, they
Implying the X.
well, actually, below it says Crackdown 3 was previously scheduled to launch the same day that Microsoft's new console Xbox One X hit stores. So they were obviously targeting a 4K Xbox One X launch.
Yeah.
Clearly
I mean,
couldn't make
we've
it.
talked about it before. I mean, Xbox, they don't really have anything else really coming out this year.
Crackdown was going to be good.
Cuphead.
This was supposed to be, obviously Cuphead's coming out. But
I
this
think,
was
nice
supposed to
Cuphead's-
be.
I think.
Yeah.
I think Cuphead's gonna be good.
It will
But,
definitely
I
be good.
don't think anyone disagrees with you.
But it would have been nice to also have some Crackdown, which was one of their fucking
Absolutely.
great.
No one likes to hear about delayed games.
Nobody.
As long as when it comes out,
right. It's gonna be right.
Terry
no
Crews.
problems. And it is Terry Crews. So that's sweet. No Doomfist.
There's a quote here. I don't know who it's from. The Xbox
Sources.
One launch lineup will be one of the greatest lineups of games ever available with a major new console release.
And whose quote is that?
Lofus said.
Loafus.
Not only there are
Lofus said-
several new Xbox exclusives such as Forza Motorsport 7, Cuphead, Super. Well, actually, that's Cuphead's an Xbox One X launch, which is good.
We don't
That game
really-
would fucking be
Yeah.
phenomenal 4K. But Super Lucky Tales and the console launch exclusive PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. There's an incredible list of titles coming this holiday.
Was that incredible?
Including Middle Earth, Shadow of War, Assassin's Creed Origins, Call of Duty, WoW2.
Player Unknown Battlegrounds is a really big game for Xbox. I mean,
Player Unknown. Oh, is it? Yeah.
Is that the one that looked like Halo?
no, that's the one that's like one of the fastest growing games on Twitch, and it's like if you went on Twitch right now, it'd be like a top 3 game that's being streamed at the moment.
Over Dota
League of Legends.
and League of
sir.
Legends.
He said
I
one
said
of the
top
3.
Oh, is
I
it?
said
You know, that's
top
what I'm
3.
saying. So,
Yeah,
like
no,
in
it's up
that-
there with
yeah.
them. I mean, it's crazy because it's technically an unfinished game, but it's just like the H1Z1
D1,
King of
yeah.
the Kill, and it is huge player base on PC, and it's only coming to Xbox at the moment. So that is a big game for them. If it comes out and it plays well, that's great. But
Great, yeah.
I mean, to lose Crackdown hurts. But like I said, as long as if
Well,
when
they're
it
not losing. It's just delayed for the holiday.
yeah, I mean,
It's
as
a
long as when
holiday.
it comes out, that it's finished and ready to go.
I feel like I'm actually intrigued at what the holiday season is actually really going to look like for all, the big 3, even or PC, all of them.
I mean, all the
For what's the
Xbox
big
games
four?
are coming to PC, so
Right.
that's fine.
It's like,
Fine by me.
well, you're fine because you're going to get the
Don't need to get that new Xbox.
you're going to get the
huh?
real 4K experience, really.
Correct.
you know.
Hear those sleigh bells jingle.
We just
up
added
the holiday.
some more money to my PC this week as well. So
8 terabytes of.
hard
You
drive
got some
space.
TBs?
I got them 8
That's what they
terabytes.
want.
Dude, you got 8 TBs, dude. You're
8
on. You're
TBs.
good for the rest of your fucking life.
Yeah,
8 terabytes is ridiculous,
yeah. So my hard drive space is
dude. You got all the games.
golden. Steve, you done?
I'm done.
All right. So I know that one last thing that we wanted to talk about is the Planet of the Apes: The Last Frontier aims to bring the spirit of the movies to gaming.
You think it'd be like Telltale's?
20-something
Oh,
gig.
God, I hope not.
So it's supposed to take place in between Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and the new movie that came out this year,
Which was sick.
War of the Planet of the
Check
Apes.
it out. That shit was dope as hell.
Well, no plug.
The story takes its cues from the films, aiming for morally ambiguous takes on the ensuing conflict with no black and white decisions or clear heroes or villains. Players will take control of both humans and apes, who, because of the game's standalone story and cast, can live or die based on your decisions with multiple endings, possibly depending on their actions on both sides. So the goal is let's see. So here we go. Aiming for the movie length runtime. The developers estimate between 2 to 3 hours, hoping for multiple replays. The player's input into the game is entirely choice-based with no exploration sections or puzzles, nor any direct control over characters. The goal is to instead offer players far more control over and access to the intellectual side of their characters. The mechanical upshot of that decision is the player's choices per scene, and the number of ways scenes can diverge as a result should be much higher. So the rule of thumb is for the players to be making a choice, whether that's a conversation or a physical action, every 15 to 20 seconds. So it sounds like it's going to be a movie-based game.
Yeah.
Those are historically never really that good.
No,
well, I mean,
sadly.
if it could be played similar to a Telltale's, I mean, those do well.
Right.
correct.
No, I
And
hear
the
that.
storytelling in the
Night
Planet of
Trap.
the Apes.
That's
I
not
mean,
what
you don't
Telltale
take-
can- Don't fucking.
But you don't take full control of the characters, right? And you just do the dialogue and then you just send them
I
around.
don't need you telling me how fucking.
Just saying, it could be Night Trap-esque. I
dude.
mean, you never know. Gorillas, climbing through the windows, it could be risky.
No.
It could be risque. That was
Might
the
have
scene,
been.
I think, right?
You might be right.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Steve, don't do that. Don't compare it to his game. All right, fine.
Yeah.
That
There'll be
drops
a
on
Let's
new
Play.
level.
Yeah.
I mean, I myself would be interested just solely based off Planet of the Apes, one of the best trilogies of our time. And so if they make a story of our
That was bold.
time, that's a
That
hot
was
take
crazy.
right there.
What was the first movie? You talking about the one with one of the Wahlburgers?
No, that don't be
That
ridiculous.
was the
Trilogy.
trilogy because that was
Yeah,
the
but what was the first one in that trilogy?
The one with who the fuck is the guy from what is his
Franco.
name? James Franco. Is
Oh,
the first
right,
one.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
James
the first
Franco.
one. And then there's Dawn. So I think that was called what? Rise of the
Rise.
Planet of the
Rise.
Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and War
War
for the
of
Planet of the Apes.
Woody Harrelson and then
Woody
Wait,
Harrelson's
it's
a great trilogy.
of our time.
It's
One of, he said.
One of them.
Which
One
is
of them.
pretty rough. Of our time. Like, we've
Of
been
our
alive
time.
for a while.
I mean, name better trilogies of our time than
Do you Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones.
Of our times?
All credibility
yes.
of our time.
Those were terrible.
Phantom Menace was
Those
the
were fucking
shit.
top notch.
Those were terrible.
No,
Garbage.
It's hands down better than the fucking prequels, dude.
Garbage. I can't
Come
right now,
on.
but I'm sure there's some fucking great
Lord
ones
of
out
the
there.
Rings.
How many Dumb and Dumbers do they make? No, I'm just kidding.
You're hoping for it.
It's gotta be better prequels.
Dude, I'm sure there's plenty.
Yeah, I know.
Cars
That's why.
prequels.
That's why you guys are just naming them off the top of your head. I mean, you
gave
guys
you
are
one.
crushing it. I mean, just putting down my hot
What
take.
trilogy you want? Toy Story. Eat it, bro. How about that? How about that? That's
he's
the
coming
trilogy
in
of our
hard.
time.
That's not
Andy's
true.
house.
Yeah, that's true. That
No.
is definitely
I will
true.
take that. That's a win. Hit the
Thank
button.
you, Rabbit in the Hat.
That is a false statement.
Toy Story trilogy? You fucking kidding me?
The third one was trash.
Don't
No.
stop it.
No,
no.
fucking
You're just
way.
picking
Third one
hairs
was
now. Now you're just being that guy. Don't get me wrong. I love Caesar, but I mean, he's no Woody. Like, let's be real.
When Andy loses,
Yeah.
It's-
Falling in style, man. It's all about falling in style. I've lived that motto.
what about the Home
life
Alone
of
trilogy?
Andy.
I've just fallen
That
in
is-
style.
Stop.
His whole life.
What'd you say?
Home Alone.
Oh, so now you're getting off track.
Yeah, you're on-
Toy Story.
you're
I have a
on-
I'm trying to
legitimate
remember.
argument for
So-
Toy
I'm
Story.
trying to remember.
I have a legitimate argument for
Let's
Toy
put it
Story.
on the record. So when I asked Steve for better trilogies, he named the prequels
No, okay.
and Home
I'll take
Alone.
the
There's a whole Reddit
So-
thread on.
So no
classy
Sources
prequels.
tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for myself, Steve.
I'm into that.
I don't need to be told. I know Phantom Menace, top notch.
Sure.
Phantom
Sure.
Menace.
That's all I got
Menace.
for stories.
Darth Maul? You kidding me?
For like the 8 seconds he was in it, he got
Yeah.
sliced in half
It happens.
to Darth Maul, and that's it.
That's what he's there for.
Roll the dice.
Even Jar Jar's stupid ass made it through all the movies.
You
You ever see the theory of
Oh no, let's not do this.
Let's not
Let's
go
not
down
do
that
this
rabbit hole.
because there's a lot of theories, and I'm not sure which one you're about to throw out.
40 chess.
Yeah,
You
he's
know?
Snork in the new ones.
Yeah.
Snork.
I've heard that. I mean, people have connected the dots.
Yeah, there's some fucking.
There's some fucked up shit going
There's
down.
some
with that
conspiracy
guy.
theories going down.
Whoa.
But we're gonna end it here, I guess. We're back after the break with our goodbyes.
Yeah.
And all that jazz,
Twitter handles.
right?
It's a jazz, rock and roll,
And all that jazz.
country, folk. I don't know what the fucking tune is.
We'll be back.
Just rock on.
So, Steve, are you ranked? What's happening right now? Why